Hi everybody, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn how we can create variables and store in them. And I mean, like we can persist those variables, whatever variable we'll create in iFlow. So maybe I'll show you the location what I'm talking about. So you click on monitor, then integration and APIs. If you scroll down, you will see manage stores. So this is the place which you can create data store or variables. I mean, you can store some of the information. So in this video, we'll be covering the variable part. So what we will do, we will create variable in the iFlow and then store it over here, and then we'll try to read them in the same iFlow as well as in a different iFlow. All right. So maybe let me create a new package. Let me give some name. Demo package. I'll say 1. As you can see, the package is created. Let me create an iFlow. And this I can give a name like I can say store variable. And we'll create another one to read one also. Alright, let's create it. Okay, and you can see our store is empty. Let me refresh it. You can see nothing is there. So let me click on edit. And let me add a timer so that we can start the iFlow at the time of deployment. Okay, for writing a variable to the store, what we need to do, we need to search variable, and you can see it is showing persistence and write variable. So when you click on plus button and you drag it over here. Okay, so when you click here, you see in the processing you get some it's just like same content modifier. You can create those properties, right? Similarly, we have to create over here also. So we'll create 2 properties just to cover this global scope. So I will show you how what is the basic difference when we select this option and when we don't select this option. Okay, so we can say right now one we can say global variable, and another one we can say local variable. All right, and we can make this like actually just to put, you can use constant. I'm just putting just a date or something. You can put anything. So I'll say here this is just a syntax to date colon, and this is the format, just the way you can print it. You can hard code anything also, or you can use property to get this values also. Okay, so in this global variable I am checking this option. In the other one, local variable, I'm not checking this option. Okay, and this is still empty. This is done. Let me clean this. Okay, so you can see it's cleaned. And let me deploy this. Now let's refresh it. You see it created 2 variable. Okay, and when if you click over here, you see its value. And if you click on local, you see its value. Okay, now let's try to read these 2 variables in the same iFlow. Okay, so for that, what we can do, we can create a content modifier over here. Okay, and in that, what we will do, we will create 2 properties. So let's create over here. Okay, so I will say read local variable, and then another one we can say read global variable. All right, and this should be of local, and this should be of global variable, source value. So we have to give this name. We'll copy here and paste here, and we'll copy this variable name and paste as a local variable. If you want, you can give a default or any value. So if assume if I delete them, and what will be the value? So let me just put a default value like no local value, or I'll say here no global value. All right, so what will happen now? If the value is not there, it will give you this, this value will be assigned to this variable. All right, so now let's save this one. Let's deploy it. Okay, so iFlow is deployed. Let's check that. It is still there. Okay, so I forgot to enable trace. Maybe I need to enable it again. Let me duplicate it again so that we can enable disable multiple times. Okay, so since our trace is enabled, let me deploy it again. Okay, it is deployed. Now our trace is also enabled, as you can see over here. Now let's click on monitor message processing, and you see these are old messages, so I think it will show as info. Yeah, this is the latest one. Click on trace. Let it load. It takes time to load for the first time. Okay, so you can see it is loaded. So if I click here, let's see what is the value of those properties. Okay, let's click on message. Okay, so now you see global variable is having this value, local variable is having this value. Okay, so that means we are able to read successfully whatever is stored over here. If I click here, you're getting this value. Let me delete this now. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so what we are doing in our iFlow, by the way, you see here we are reading and then writing. So what we are reading, that we should see now. So if you see, since the value was there, that's why we were able to read the value, and that is what we assign to these two variables. Now let's go back here, redeploy. Okay, it is deployed now. Let's click on trace. You see global value is not having any values, so that's why it's saying no global value. Similarly for local value, it's saying no value is there. Okay, so what is the difference when we selected this checkbox? If it's behaving the same as local and global, both are same, right? So the difference is when you read the value in the same package, then there is no difference. But when you create a new package and read there these two variables, only global will be accessible. Maybe let's give it a try, that one. Maybe what I'll do, I'll create a new package. And this time I'll say demo package 2. Alright, let's save this one. And create another iFlow. And this time I will just say read variable. Okay, so this is created. Let me do the same pretty much, like delete this one. And let's copy those variable names. I think let me duplicate this. So we will just copy as it is over here. This is a local variable and this one is a global variable. Okay, just like this, we will just put the same value. Okay, now let's deploy this one. This is still not deployed, looks like. It is deployed. Okay, read is there. Let's enable the trace. Okay, now let's go back to the message processing. This is info is fine. You see those variable 2 are there. Now what we will do, redeploy. Now this is where we will get to know the difference between local and the global one. Okay, so let's go back to the trace window. So refresh, you got another message, and when I hit you see it's able to read the global one but not the local one. So that is the difference. So if you are in the same package and reading the local variable, then you will be able to read the value from the store. But if you are not in the same package, only global variable value will be, you will be able to read from the store. So that is the difference. If I delete all of them now, then it's the same behavior for global variables. So it will show you default value. we can see that. Okay, let's deploy again. You see this global value, so it's not there, so that's why it's showing the default value. Alright, so that's pretty much about this video. In this video you learned how you can create a local and global variable and store them in the store. I mean, you store them in the data store. Basically, I mean, I would say, I don't know what, let's forget the name actually. What is this called? Manage store. So you store them in the manage store variable. And once you are able to create those two variables, if it's a local variable, then you will be able to read only from the same package. If it's a global variable you created, then you will be able to read from any of the iFlow packages. I mean, from any of the packages. Alright, so that's pretty much about this video. Thank you very much.